All right, we are live. All right. Okay, this is, I'll just get us going.
Yeah.
This is a live meeting of the special call. Airport, Calvert City Airport Board, July the 7th, 2021. The time is now 4:25. First on the agenda is approval of minutes for the June 8th, 2021 special call meeting. The motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll
Okay,
second.
all right. Dr. Hawkins made the motion and Mr. Travis seconded. Any questions? All in favor, signify by aye.
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 Okay. Opposed, like sign. Okay. Approved. Next on the agenda is discussion of the hangar lease terms. You all will get a copy of the proposed hangar lease. This is a bridge one. This is actually a month to month. So we can actually sit in there and determine if we need to do anything else with it. But it's something where we can actually get this thing going, where we can actually get people in there and not wait, because we've got any lease that is going to go before the council. The council meets Monday. So we'd like to get this to the council. So I don't know if you've had a chance to look it over.
So what you're saying is you're just establishing this as month to month, and maybe in 60 or 90 days, you're going to come back with something where one of these tenants will be required to sign what, 6 or 12-month lease?
That-
Let me help you, Bruce. The one that we were looking at originally, the agreement we were looking at originally was in fact a month-to-month lease. And as to whether or not we leave it month to month, that's, I don't know.
Well, here's my question.
We may or may not.
Why would you? I mean, the kind of investment the city's making, we're going to allow people to move in and out monthly?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
you may want
now
to do it.
granted,
Yeah,
it's an airplane and it's not something they would likely do, but that just seems a little weak to me.
yeah. And we can, and that's to address when we do this as a permanent agreement. What John wanted to do was to take advantage of the people that are sitting on go with their finger on the trigger, ready to rent a hangar, and to get them to go ahead and move their end numbers and get in the hangar so that we don't miss that opportunity.
Sure, and
Right.
I understand that, but with that in mind, what's the forethought?
Oh, well,
60, 90, 120 days down the road, are we going to change this thing?
So
And
we'll start working on this thing immediately at our next meeting.
okay,
That's what I want to do, is just that I knew we wouldn't have time to really go through this thing as detailed as you all would like and I would like, and in that process, we needed something so we didn't lose them. They get frustrated and lose them.
Sure, but again, just as a quick snippet, what's the plan that you would like to see? A
What do you
6-month or 12-month lease?
Yeah, I'd like it to be at least an annual lease.
Okay,
Yes, Bruce,
pardon?
what would you be in favor of, Bruce?
Well, I'd want at least a minimum, I think, of 12 months. I mean, Donnie deals with lease things. What's your thoughts, Donnie?
I think a 12-month lease would be fine.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to put a burden on these folks for moving in and out, but I also think it's an administrative burden if you're having to go through this every 6 months.
Yep.
Okay.
Midwest is a year.
I don't know what the other airports do. I don't think, I know Mayfield for sure. They just go month to month. They don't have any long-term leases, but
Wow.
that's Mayfield. We're Calvert City, so we can do what we want to do.
Sure. Well, I just looking at it from a financial perspective, but
Yeah.
Certainly.
maybe I'm too critical on that aspect. That was the only thing I saw. Everything else looked good.
There's a couple of things. Let me tell you what I did when I put this thing together. And the big thing that I realized as I was putting it together is my suggestion is going to be let's let's do as simplistic of a lease agreement as we can, and then do rules and regulations that we post on the wall. All that stuff about nailing stuff to the wall and how high you can do stuff and what you can put in here and what you can't and all of that. That seems to me like stuff that we probably want a poster of on the wall in the hangar, just to let people know here's the rules of using these hangars, and then keep the lease relatively straightforward with regard to things like how long is the lease, how much is it going to cost you, what kind of insurance do you have to maintain, the normal lease kind of terms, and leave those don't bring flammables in here and all that kind of stuff to put on a sign on the wall, and just incorporate those by reference into this lease. How do you feel about that?
Makes sense.
I'm
to
fine
me.
with it.
Because I think they're
Makes sense
never
to me.
gonna, 99% of the people are never gonna read this lease. But if it's on a poster on the wall, they're gonna see it every day they walk in there.
Mhm. Get it laminated and put it up there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what about, for right now, just to get us with something that we can rent, this only allows the storage of the airplane and the accessories for the airplane for the moment. Is that okay?
Mm.
Good with me.
I'm just trying to get a foot in the door.
Yep. Get them. Get
Okay,
them.
'cause that's all we're doing. We're not leasing. You can't put all the extra stuff that we may ultimately decide you can put extra stuff in there. But right now we're saying, don't put flammables in there. Don't put anything in there except the accessories that you need to utilize the hangar and utilize your aircraft. Fair enough?
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Okay. How much is our hangar? Are we gonna have the same amount in every one of these, John?
No,
No, they're
Monthly
different.
rent for hangar storage?
there's four different hangar rentals. The old sliders are $150 a month. The standard hangar in the new one is 1,062 square feet. It is $200 a month. The 1,220 square feet hangars are $230, and the 1,476 square feet are $275.
Okay.
Are you going to have that attached as an exhibit A, Greg? For
It's filled in the blank in number 2.
yep. Okay.
Yep.
You're just going to plug that in as that price.
Just
Yep.
stick it in.
Gotcha.
That's right. When you sign it.
Yep.
John will put that number in there and away we go. What about $1 million worth of insurance? Is that normal?
That's normal.
Okay. So liability, naming the city as an additional insured, that's a normal kind of.
No, they don't do that. It just, that people have a liability on the airplane for $1 million. And
Okay.
that's, as long as you have it, just on the airplane.
So you're thinking don't include the city as an additional insured?
I wouldn't think so. They don't, we just have to have liability at Midwest.
Yeah. The
Yeah, this is how, this Hawkins,
the name on the policy means that the insurance of the tenants would also protect the city in the event, for instance, in the event
Okay.
somebody brought a flammable in, caught something on fire, blew the place up and blew all the airplanes up. Those $1 million policies that everybody had would also defend the city.
Right.
If the city is not named as an additional insured on the liability policy, then the city's going to get sued.
Okay.
I mean, if the hangar gets damaged or
When you want done?
wrong, the
When you
city
want
is
done?
going to get named. And if we've got the city named as an additional insured on that
How
policy,
about Benton tomorrow?
then we've got somebody defending us.
Benton tomorrow, say around
If
noon,
not,
something
we
like that,
don't.
in Marshall County. No problem. No big deal. Okay. We can do it Tuesday and Wednesday over here in
I don't know
Metropolis.
that you can get by without not
Yeah.
having that.
Next Tuesday.
What'd you say, Bruce?
I don't know that we can get by without being listed as
Thursday.
additional insured.
Yeah,
Let me rephrase that. I know we can get by with it. We shouldn't.
yeah, we can do it. We can do it, but then if and when we get sued,
Yeah.
we're not going to get any defense
Right.
out of it from all that insurance. We're going to have, how many planes go in the thing? 10?
There's eight
Eight.
hangars,
Eight.
8 units in each hangar.
So $8 million worth of insurance,
Yeah.
but the city wouldn't get a defense out of that unless we named the city as an additional insured. And it's not that, I will tell you, out at the marina, out at Kentucky Dam Marina, you name them as an additional insured if you got a boat parked out there.
Well, I was going to ask you this question. With the existing hangar that we have, are we requiring this?
Well, we don't have leases with them right now, Bruce.
Okay.
Right now, we just got what was turned over to us from the state.
Okay.
And then we're
I
trying
was
to
just looking at the old lease from the state, and the state does include that.
That's what I figured they probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's an unusual or shocking provision. I think it's pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm sure Donnie would have that on one of his tenants, making sure they're covered with their contents and things. Don't you, Donnie?
I'll assure that.
I carry all the insurance on the buildings and it's triple net and I just bill them for the insurance at the end of the year. That way I know I've got everything covered.
Yep. I say it's appropriate.
All right.
What about, I guess this is just going to be a short-term lease and it's not going to, we'll have another lease out probably the next 90 days. So
That's what my intent is,
You
yes.
hope.
do we need to put anything in here about if they decide to move, give us 30-day notice before they move or?
Well, right,
Kinda
yeah,
get into that.
We do.
Oh, I missed it.
Hang on just a minute. Look at
If you
4.
stay
Look
in
at
there, I
the
believe
4.
you. Okay, hold on here. Tennessee, be a month. Okay, yeah, given this 30 days written notice. Gotcha. Okay. Okay,
Does your all show on number 17 that it's a 20 amp rated circuit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then our deposit for the extinguisher and the lock
mhm.
are listed. We want to give at this time 1 key, unless they request a second key. And if they do, we can provide one, but it'll be at their expense. It'll have to be turned in with when they leave or if they leave.
And I assume lost key, you just charge them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, at the end, it says we can,
No.
in the event of default,
Yep. I saw that.
Do we got $20 on the key and
Yeah.
45 on the extinguisher? Yeah.
They'll have to give you another $20 to get another key
Yeah.
because they lost the other one. So.
yeah, if you look at 33, we've got a late charge of 5%.
Yep.
Okay.
I will ask you a question, I guess. John, are you going to go back to the existing tenants or people leasing and have one of these signed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha.
Anybody that stores out there will have to sign this or they'll have to vacate. One of the two.
Yeah, I got you. Well, that makes sense.
Well, I'm all but ready with exception of this and as to start talking with the hangar people, the folks with the hangars that are requesting them and getting them, see which one they want to go. As like I said, I'm going in order, chronological order.
Yep.
And the folks who've been there, like Dr. Hawkins all this time, he's going to be very up front to pick which hangar he wants to go with. So, and then we'll just work down that list from there. But the ones that've been there and had planes out there, I got three or four planes out there now. One hangar
Greg,
got a plane in it, but the others do.
Greg, any other points of interest that you need to point out? You know, Donnie said
Don't
we were
think
going
so.
to have
It
this
was-
for 5 minutes, so I thought we would Moving along.
It's mostly, a lot of the stuff came right out of the longer form of the agreement. I was just throwing out everything except the essentials.
This is like putting the rules and regulations in the lease.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get us, but I left some stuff in there like 13 says you can't start your plane in the aircraft. Can't, you know, that kind- I mean, you can't start it in the hangar, that kind of crap.
Right. John, do you need a motion to accept this as presented?
Or recommend it to the city council.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, it's recommended.
you got one.
I'll
Okay,
second.
I'll second.
okay. Any more discussion? Okay, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Yeah, those opposed, like sign. Okay. This will be the recommendations and with no changes to go to the council on Monday night. Gentlemen, I thank you for your time. And then-
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right, 30 seconds. And Donnie made the motion, second by Bruce, and all in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, John, Greg.
4:41.